Welcome to yet another episode of Unsung Heroes. This is a podcast program brought to you by Smile Foundation Kenya. In this episode, we want to discuss another story, a different story of one unsung hero. And our guest is ready to share the story. Sister Janerose, karibu sana.
Thank you very much.
Asante. Tuambie mmetoka wapi, mnafanya nini?
So I'm Sister Janerose Nyongesa from Kwetu Home of Peace. Kwetu Home of Peace is a charitable children institution under the Catholic Archdiocese of Nairobi. We work with the street connected boys.
Okay.
Yeah, whereby we rescue, we rehabilitate, and then we reintegrate them back to their families. Yeah.
Hiyo ni brief lakini to the point. Sasa take step by step. Ilianza wapi? Nani alianzisha?
Okay, fine. Yeah, Kwetu was began in 1993 with a missionary priest called Father Michael of the Missionaries of Africa. They are mainly known as White Fathers, with the Christians from South Bay Parish, that is Our Lady Queen of Peace.
Oh yes.
So they saw children were just loitering around and they felt that they need to feed them. So they started as a feeding program. So that time Kwetu began as a feeding program. So they were feeding children, they come, eat, and then go to their families. Then they felt it's good also to empower them in a different way, of which they came up with the idea of taking them to school. So as they were taking them to school, as they were now following up, they could find out that some were spending on the streets, some they had dysfunctional families. And that is how now the idea came for hosting them. So before even hosting them, also they had older ones, so who could not go to primary schools. So they were being taken to technical schools whereby the boys were doing the carpentry, mostly were doing carpentry. Then the ladies were being introduced to salon skills. Yeah, with now the residential place, it was begun in 1996 at Madaraka, just near Stratton University. And now that time they decided to work with the boys. Reason why boys? That time many of the organization it came out with the girl child, and now the boy child had been forgotten. And if you go to the streets, you could find the majority of them are boys. Yeah, so that is why now Kwetu began working with the boy child. And as the name suggests, Kwetu Home of Peace. Yeah, because when they are on the streets, you find they don't have a home, or they don't call a place a home, and they don't have peace because most of the time they are running up and down, they have nothing to eat, and also there's no peace there. So that is why the name Kwetu
Home of Peace came about.
Yes.
Maybe you tell us something about the capacity that you people can take at every given time.
Yeah, so as I have mentioned about Kwetu, we have the residential care, and now Kwetu we rescue, we rehabilitate, and then we integrate. So as we rescue, we normally rescue boys of age 8 to 14 years. Those are primary school goers. Yeah, and we have 3 intakes per year. We have January, May, and September. Yeah, so with the Kwetu we have 2 phases. We have the drop-in, which is near Strathmore. Then the main center is in Kamulu, Ruai. Yeah, then I'll take you as why we have the main center and the drop-in. So during that time when they were rescuing the boys, at Madaraka there, we had at the same time the drop-in and the main center.
Main center.
Yeah, within the same compound. But now the number grew, and now they needed
place
to
became
expand,
smaller.
so they needed to expand. That is how now the main center came up.
Okay.
Yeah, so in Madaraka, when we rescue, we stay with the boys 3 months, then we transfer them to the main center for maximum 2 years.
Oh, maximum 2 years.
Maximum 2 years. That is why we say rescue, rehabilitate, and then reintegrate. So by 2 years, they should be in the families, whether biological family or extended families.
Okay.
Now I'll take you back whereby how do we rescue? Yeah, for the rescue, we have a street visit worker, especially we use the adminers who goes to the streets, reach out to children, talk to them. Then after talking to them, we schedule a day for rescue. You know, you cannot just go and talk to them today and tomorrow you pick them.
No.
Yeah, so you have to talk to them. Then again, you schedule another day, you go and talk to them, provided you make sure we are coming to meet this place at this time, next week on this date. So at least they be aware, then at least you know who is surely wants to be rescued. So once we have done that, we notify the children officers, because we are on this within the CBD, it's under the Stare Children Office, and wherein we stay in Madaraka, it's under Langata Children Office. So we notify the Stare sub-county that we are going to come and pick children from your location.
From the city, yes.
Yeah, then we notify the Langata sub-county children office that we are bringing children to this area.
Okay.
So that is what we do. And also we work with the security officers, especially the Central Police Station. They are Kenyan children, and any time somebody can come and say, maybe you trafficked my child.
Yes.
So you see, for us, we work with them so that at the end, at least we are given the OP there. So during that day of rescue, we have the representative from the children office, that is the Stare sub-county children office. Then at the police station also we have the child desk there, and whoever maybe the OCS or wherever there is a representative. Yeah, so we work together like that. Then once we have obtained the OB, now we go with the children to the institution. Once they are in the institution, now they take their breakfast. Though sometimes we also offer them some snacks when they are still around the police station. Then when we come to the center, we give them a breakfast. Then after breakfast, now we start the admission. What is your name? Where did you come from? What made you to come to the streets? Do you have parents? Then if you have been on the streets, how long? Have you abused any substance? So those are the questions that we ask. Then afterwards, now they go and shave, they clean up themselves. Then we give them clean clothes. Then after that, we have a session called detachment. Detachment is whereby we ban all the stuffs that we have come with from the streets. So we'll not tell you throw away your jet fuel or or anything that
gum,
So they just come with it, provided we monitor them. At least they be in a certain place. They don't go everywhere.
Okay.
So once we have done that, now we ban. So which means they have finished their old life. Now they're increasing new life. So now life begins from there. So with that one now, once we have done that, we go and have our lunch. Then after lunch, they can go and play around, and after that they have their supper. Then it depends with the way they are. If they are okay, they can dance, or they can watch. Then at a certain time they go and sleep. So come the following day, now in the morning, before they go and have their dinner, they are taken around. And also allocated beds.
Yes.
Yeah, so after allocating the beds, they come for dinner. Then after that, now when their time to retire, they can go and retire. Then the following day, they wake up in their place of where they have slept in the different dorms that they have slept. That is where they do their prayers. In the morning after sleeping, some even they don't know. So at around 7 or 7:30, they are waking up. Then they do their prayer, the common prayer. Then after that, now they come out and have their breakfast. After breakfast, we as the staffs, we divide ourselves in the different groups of maybe 5. And now we are at home now.
Yes.
They are at home. So they start, maybe if it's like cleaning some places, through the caregiver who is there, at least they teach them to do some different activities like cleaning their dorms, spreading their beds.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are the things that we do it. And now the life of detoxification begins there. As I had mentioned, some have abused the drug substances on the streets.
For a while, yes.
Yeah, so now that is the time now we start doing the detoxification. For our detoxification, we do a lot of playing, physical exercise, and drinking water.
I want to ask something about the time it takes between the time you pick them in the streets until the time they start their first program in the center. How long does that take?
Program is like now for us.
Now you want to start to train them afresh.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So between the time you're picking them from the streets, I know it's not 1 or 2 days affair.
Yeah.
Because you've mentioned something about going to the police to get some clearance. That will require some time. And maybe, do you have to leave them there for the night?
No. Once we have identified them and we have prepared them, and also we have informed the police that this day we are coming with our children, at least to be there, so that at least from there you can see them and we proceed with them. Yeah. So that time of picking them is 1 day, going to the police station, and also admission is 1 day.
Is 1 day.
Yeah, but preparation for picking them is almost 2 months. Reaching out to
them. Yes, 2 months before
rescue.
Before rescue. Yeah. That means before your rescue calendar. If it is September, you do it before September.
Yeah.
So that by September you have 30 kids.
Yeah. Like now, you see, we rescued, and in either late April, should be around the 26th, they'll be transferred in the preparation of schooling in May. So you see, like we had scheduled like around 15th this month, someone is already on the street walking.
Okay. What is their response generally? Of course, the alumni will go out there to look for some of their friends whom they left there. What is their response once they come to the home? 1 or 2 days later, there's that culture shock.
Yeah.
I was not used to this life.
Yeah. So once they are with us, it's I can say the response is, it depends with an individual. There are others who say, yes, I've been longing for someone to help me, and now I'm out of the street. I am here at least to be helped.
Okay.
Some I have been used to sniffing, I don't know doing what, and now here there is nothing like this. So I feel like I wanted to go. So you see, those who shows up that they want to go, and we have a counselor there who journeys with them. Yes, you have been reached out severally, and you said you are ready to come, and now this is the experiences that you are experiencing, and now that is the time now they journey together. Every now and then, when you feel like this, just come and share out. I'm feeling like this.
Yes.
So at least they are accompanied by a counselor.
The counselor alone, is it enough to talk to 30 people, or that is another program of taking every one of them one by one to the same counselor until everyone is okay?
I'm not really one counselor, because we have our own, but also we have some volunteers.
Or some volunteers.
Yeah, and also as I mentioned, you see there are others, even they don't want, if it's like counseling, even they don't want to go. But we have the caregivers. So you see, there you are free, because the other people, I am free with you, then I'm not free with the other person. So whoever you are free with, go and tell him or her, what you are feeling.
Is, yes. Okay. That is the first process.
Yes.
Let's assume now they are in the center. You have another tailored program to take them through the 2 years.
Yeah. At the beginning, we have like the first, most of the time with the detoxification, we have it around 1 month. Then from there now we do the home tracing, because 8 to 14 years they understand where the parents are. So they are the ones to lead us to their families.
Okay.
Yeah, so as we go to their families, it runs concurrent, going to the families and also doing the medical checkup. Yeah, because also we don't know them, so we have to. But in case a person comes and we see there is something, I don't wait until that time of doing
examination.
No, we just do it immediately. We take him to the hospital.
Okay.
Yeah.
What has been what has been your experience so far as reintegrating them back to their families is concerned? Is it an exercise that has challenges, or how is it? Are they accepted back easily?
Yeah, maybe before that I can share with you what we normally do in between before we do the reintegration. Like as I had mentioned, we normally also go to the central police station there. So you might find some parents are looking for their children. So
they do not know where
they so when they go and report maybe you have a missing child, they can say go and check in this home because they rescued. Yeah, and also once they are, and also when they are with us at the center, it's not until they finish the 3 months or they finish the 2 years. No, reintegration can be done
even earlier.
Yeah, earlier. Yeah, so with this one, sometimes when we are there and you ask so and so, do you know or do you remember the number of your parents? They say yes or no. So if it's yes, if they can share with you, that time by your own, you just call the parent. Then from there, you can also, from the tone of the parent, you can easily know if this child can be taken earlier home. Yeah, because you find others, I've been looking for this boy, and where is this Kwetu? So you see, they want to come and see where the Kwetu is, so that at least they can see where the boy is. And sometimes they say, I am just coming, just hold him, I am coming because I have been looking for him. So you see, when the mother or the father comes and you talk, and if there's no much something that can make a child not to run away from home again, there's no need of staying with the child. So we stay, we talk with the parent, and the child is okay also to go back home. It's okay. There is another scenario whereby maybe the parent is ready to go with the child, but the child doesn't want to go. So you see, now also you cannot force the child to go. You have to talk with the child and then until they accept. And also it's vice versa. The child might want to go, but the parent doesn't want to go. Yeah. So that is also the time when we work with the person who is resisting. Yeah, whether the child or the parent, we work with them. Then as we continue, we have these life skills. They are talented boys. So in case they have their talents, we nurture the talents. If they can dance, if they can compose songs, yeah, those are the things that at least we nurture. Then once they are done with the first phase, there are those whom we would have integrated back to the families. Then there are those who proceed to the main center. So after the 3 months, now we transfer them to the main center. Now with the main center is purely education. In the Tropin, we did the informal learning. But now there is formal learning. We have a school, and also we have identified other 2 schools whereby they go to the schools. So in the morning, like weekdays, when you go to the main center, you just find the caregivers, but all have gone to school. So in the morning they go to school, in the evening they come back to school. They come back to the institution.
Back to the center.
Yeah. But when the school closes, we encourage them to go to their families.
Go home.
Yeah, so they go to the families. Also, it is a way of helping us to know how they are going to interact with the parents and also the people around when we have reintegrated them.
True.
Sometimes you find those who go home, they come and they have some challenges. So now that is the time we work on those challenges. We have a kind of empowerment whereby at least some can do business, so we empower them through businesses. Some can do, they can acquire skills, and through the skills also they can do something. Yeah, so
by the time you send this child or reintegrate the child back home, do people have to do some assessment of that home?
Yes.
To find out if it's fit for this child?
Yes.
When they come back?
Yes. Like now, as I said, in the beginning, we do the home tracing. We don't know the family. So it is the boy to take us to the family. But now when the boy is in the main center, he's studying. So even during the days when he's in school, for us, we know the home. So because that time we will have connected with the parent. If the parent doesn't have a phone, maybe you have a phone for the neighbor. So tell Mama so and so we are coming tomorrow. So for her to wait for us. So you see, during that time of home tracing, you go and assess, and maybe you talk about some few things here and there. Also, that time of visiting is like checking, has this person worked on what we have talked about? And also during the meetings, as you have gone to those families, you know how you talk to them about, or it's like just inquiring how far have you been. So when you visit, it's now just seeing how they have gone. And if it's like empowering them with the business, it's also you go and check how far or how are they faring on with the business, how is it helping them in the family.
Yes.
Yeah, because that is the time we do that so that it can prevent other children from going, also children from the siblings now, from going to again to the streets, and also making this person or the parents at least be doing something. Yeah.
Do the children get to choose what career or what business they will do, or you help them in that as well?
When they are in school, you see, we have their career counseling.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so it's like they are guided. They are guided, but decisions is upon them. Yeah, we cannot force you. Now for you, we feel it's good for you to do this and this. No, they are guided, and then from there they choose.
2 years is enough for you to rehabilitate that child?
Like for our case, we have seen it has been successful, whereby at least we finish. Then from there, it's not that now we are done with him. No, it's just out of the system. That is the institution. They are at home, but still at home we follow.
Yes.
Yeah, we follow by at least like now those who are integrated. Like during holidays, we call for the meetings, group meetings. How are you faring on from in school?
Yes.
And when they close also school, they have to pass by. They bring the resource and also the instructor, because majority of them are being helped. And we cannot say we Kwetu Home of Peace have money. Money comes from friends. Money comes from different institutions to support these children. So to continue showing this friend that this child is still doing something, that is where we have the report cards and also the fee structure we share with the friends. So the child can go to whichever level. It depends now with an individual.
So it means after 2 years, through your system, if you find out that this child is still willing to go back to a different school, higher school, because I'm thinking 6 years you absorb the child, 2 years will be 8 years. By 8 years is barely in grade 2. I feel sometimes it's too early to release this child back to that broken home.
Yeah, that is why I said we have the empowerment. So with the empowerment program, we work together with the family. So that in case you find the family, like those who are maybe the families who has violence, you cannot return the child there unless you have talked to the parents and now they have reformed.
The issue is dealt with.
But if not, who is the next person? We have the grandparent or we have the uncles. And also you cannot just take the child and drop the child to the other relatives. You have also to journey with them, to talk with them. How are we going to work with you so that this child can be in the family?
Yes.
Because we normally say the family is a good place for the child to be. Okay. So that is why we make sure at least the child will be in either biological parent with the biological parent or any other relative.
Any other guardian.
And now also we have with the new care reform, we have foster care, whereby at least we can look for someone who is not related to the child but is willing to stay with the child for some time.
By the time the child gets out of your hands, have you ever had a case whereby they misbehaved And the police again was involved?
Mostly when they are in the families, we work with the families and also the children. As I said, the children.
Children's officer.
Yes, but now I say the children normally comes during holidays. They bring the reports and what. Yeah, like also I cannot deny that they are all 100% good. Yeah, yes. There are sometimes also those challenges. But through that, yes, you have gone outside. And you are not with us, maybe you are with the parents, or like those who are in high school or colleges. Yes. You are not with us, you are not with your parents, so you are in the hand, you are living your own life. So yes. It is you. So we try as much as possible talking to them. But in case someone finds himself in the wrong place, yes. You see it is him. But for us, we have played our part also talking to him. But we don't feel like now, because it's out of our hands, we continue talking to him. Even if now he has fallen, we do fall. Yeah, so sometimes at least when he's fallen, at least we go and also continue talking to him. Yeah.
How old would be the one boy who has been with you through this 27 year journey? How old would that boy be today?
We have many who have passed through our institution, and we have some living successes. We have some who have finished universities and they are working. We have some who have gone to technical schools and they are working.
Yes.
Yeah, and we have one who is just working in our institution. He graduated in 2021. And during that time of COVID, you see now people could not, other staff could not come in. They go in the morning, they come, in the evening they go. So yes. He came and stayed with us, and finally he was absorbed there as a worker. So they are, yeah.
You have other missionary, how can I call them? Missionary centers doing the same things under Catholic.
Yeah, we have many.
There are many.
Yeah, we have.
But being that there are many, they don't do the same things. So maybe
for us, like now, Kwetu Home of Peace, we are working also with the boys. We have Don Bosco who are working with the boys also. The students, they are rehabilitating them from the treaty. Yeah.
How many people have you helped since 1993?
More than 3,000 boys.
Oh. Do you ever call them for a meeting or something or a celebration?
Yeah, like if we are doing like now, boys are graduating from our institution now going outside, or yes. Those who are graduating from different institutions, at least the alumni comes also. And also sometimes they plan by themselves. As a group, we want to come and talk to our brothers, our younger brothers.
Yes.
Yeah.
What an impact. And when they come, what do they tell you? Are they grateful? Unajua mtu grateful anapeana asante, anakaa hapo, anataka kujua how can I also change the life of someone, because in the program we are talking about unsung heroes. Heroes who are not known. Yes, a hero is someone who offers you help but does not want you to know it is them.
Yeah, we have had some who comes, at least they want, as I said, they want to talk to the boys. Some is like we want to connect because maybe I'm not in a position to give something to the sender, but I reach out to someone who can. It's like I have seen a potential person who can help. Yes. Sister, can you connect with this person?
Yes.
So you see, we have such. And of course, the others who have been through the system and now they got what they wanted and they are far banned. Maybe majority of them also have not come, but at least you hear they are somewhere, they are doing this and this, which is our joy, provided someone is not on the street.
True.
Yeah. That
is a great work you people are doing. I'm beginning to imagine a scenario where another home from a group of sisters still under Catholic coming to borrow notes from you people to show them how well or how better to do it. Do you have those cases?
Yeah. We normally have that. Benchmarking, we have to, even us, we go to others and also others comes to us.
Or to see
you are not perfect in all areas.
Yes.
You are good in this, then the other person is good in this.
True.
So because I have heard you are good in this, I'll be coming or someone will be coming to hear or to know how
Yes.
this is done. And also they say, we have been hearing of this, we are coming also. So it is good that this we share, we exchange notes with like-minded people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you say doing this work, it's missionary in nature? Do you have employees in the center who are not Catholics? They are not of the faith, and they are there and they're being influenced by what is happening there.
Yes. Yes, we are mixed, yeah.
Oh, you're mixed.
Yeah, we are different. We have different employees from different denominations. Yeah, so we are all working towards the betterment of the child.
Yes.
And also, when we are on the street, we don't ask because we are Catholics now. We want also Catholics to know. We take any child, provided the child is in need.
True.
Yeah, any child comes. Then when we are in the center, you see now we pray together.
Yes.
It's not that we are now converting them, no.
Yes.
At least they have just to know the background, the Catholic background, then we continue. Those who wish to continue, maybe they are not from Catholic families, but now they want to convert. It is through the consent of the parents. At least the child shows interest, and now it's the parent to say yes. And for the others, once they are finished, when they go even to their families, provided you go to the church where you feel at least it's okay, and also maybe the parents are going.
When you come to the streets to rescue, have you found children from other religions?
Yes.
Somali?
Yes, we have them. Even at the moment at the center, we have them. Yeah.
Do they bring an issue about how worship is done there?
At the beginning, it's just giving them time. At the beginning, you could find, so you see, you give them that time, we just go. Then if we are in a group, because prayer is prayer. Yes. Now pray the way you normally pray. We give him also an opportunity. But you see, after some time, I just want to be like this one. But it's like this one. But when you go at home, it's the parent to determine because,
yes. Yeah. Well, it may not be very easy working with people from different religion backgrounds. When doing reintegration, and you want, of course, this Muslim brother to reconnect with his family, what kind of questions do their parents ask after knowing that my son has been on a Christian mission ground for 2 years?
Yes, like now when we are going for home tracing, when they're still in drop-in, we normally also introduce ourselves, who we are, and the type of organization. So from there, the parent knows that where the child is. So you find majority there, because if the child is being helped, is okay. They continue.
Don't mind.
Now, even if they are now at home or they have gone back home, they continue with their denomination. But if it's being supported, maybe like education, still, at least maybe we look for someone to continue paying school fees for that child when he's in the family. So we have no problem because he has gone to the family and is continuing practicing his faith. There's no problem.
I have imagined a lot of challenges because every family has a different way of dealing with their own issues.
Sure.
But once a child is stuck in the street looking for help, religion does not count. When the child is hungry, religion does not count. When the child does not have clothing to wear, religion does not count. Do you think we'll get to that place as a country, as a people, as an organization, where it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, you have a challenge, I am here to help?
With me, I feel we should be going that direction, but you don't discriminate as per maybe religion or culture. No,
yes.
The child is a child or a person is a person. Let me take an example, like now learning institutions. You see, if we could be saying like this higher learning institution for this group and this group, it could be challenged. So because the children are also growing, we are also introducing also them to such, because if it's like learning, we are going to meet the Muslim friends, we're going to, I don't know what. So you see, at the end, we are all human beings. Yeah.
It has not brought you issues with the authorities, someone filing a case against the home, or even differences between the working staff and you sisters?
No, because before everything, you have to sign some documents.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, like an example, like before the child comes to the institution, we don't say this is from this background or from this culture or from this denomination. No, you see, at the end we are taking the children. So we have also those policies that children, not the Catholic, those who are practicing Catholic or those who are practicing all this. No, children are children. And also like the institution, those who are coming to also work to the institution, they know this is a Catholic institution and this is how they do things. And if I am comfortable with it, I continue with it. But I will not say because you are coming from another denomination, so you don't work here. No.
True.
Yeah, so we accommodate each other and we work for the children.
After a while of helping them, and of course some of them come, and like even you've told me you have a staff member who was once there, the others who have not made it to become staff members, yet they are doing very well. Do you know what is said, or do you know what do they share about the world out there?
Yeah, they share about, they normally say our home. Because that is that is how they were made. Yes. You see, because if it could not be maybe Kwetu, there would not be some people outside there. True. So they normally say it's Kwetu that have made me to be somebody outside. So that is why I was sharing, even if they are outside, but they feel, in case someone wants to visit, no, go to Kwetu. Some will ring. There's someone whom I have connected, he or she is coming to visit you or to visit the children.
Yes.
Yeah.
You spoke about reintegration earlier. Have you found any challenges as far as returning these kids back to their parents or guardians is concerned? Because there are others who don't want to go back there, and you have to look for an alternative, a different family. What usually is the response from the child? Kimwambia, sasa nimekataa kwenu, lazima nikutafutie kwingine, another person to raise you. What do they tell you?
Yeah, there are others who feel good because maybe the experiences, maybe if it's like violence. So the experiences that they have had in the family, before, they feel it's good at least to be somewhere. So it's not that I am taking you to so and so. So according to you as a child, where could you feel you can be comfortable? So if I am taken to and so and so, I'll be comfortable. So that time we approach that angle.
Yes.
Yeah, so from that time now we work with them, then at least we say it's the child who have felt it's good at least to be in your family. How do you feel it? For me, I am okay provided I am supported, or I am okay when the child is with me. So that is now we started building rapport with that family. Then also the boy, if it's like the close school, he can start going to that family, then coming back, and then reporting how is he feeling with the other cousins there. So from there, when it's reintegration, it's done to that family. Yeah.
After they have said returned home, do they get to share the part where now their former family, or the family that used to be their family, that they have come back to? Do they share and tell you different stories like, I came back but I feel I'm rejected, I'm the child that never grew with the rest of the family members?
Now, yeah, we have different, it depends with an individual. So there are others who says, when I came from home, it was a different family. But now, after maybe Kwetu journeying with my parents, I have found they are different, they are welcoming.
Okay.
Yeah, that is it. And then, as you say, another one feels like maybe you are rejected. That is the time when maybe or sometimes they do compare schools. Now you are in this school and I am in this school. So you see others feel like maybe they are in the lower, not I don't know, how can I put it?
A cheaper school.
Yes, I can say it in that form. So it's like in this, but now it's comparing. So that is the time also we go to the family and also share. Yeah, it's not the kind of because he has come to this, no, but mostly now we say if he's coming home, we go to public school. So that is like we are all at par. Not this one, because those days we used to some maybe going to private schools, but now it's general public school. So now at the moment we don't have such because they are all in same school.
There's a part where you as the sister, the one who raises these boys, and of course you've spoken about the interaction, the benchmarking. In your quest to benchmark or to even speak with other people who are doing the same thing you're doing, have you found or have you seen some mistakes that are being done out there in terms of how they collect these kids from the streets? Because I know there are groups which use these boys differently, not for the right reason. There are people who will pick them from the streets and then only provide them food. But at the point of picking them, they had said, we'll provide you food and somewhere to sleep and maybe education. Then you find out later that there's no food, no, there's only food, there's no shelter and education. And to replace shelter and education, some of them would say, we can give you a job to do. And the job is not anything that is legal. We have had cases where the kids are made to sell drugs so that someone can make money. Have you met such cases?
Anyway, not institution, but some from the families, not institution.
Not institution?
Yeah, not institution. Some of the families, maybe they have been using, you go and sell this so that at least we have something. Or because of the background where the environment where they are maybe a neighbor. Yeah, but not institution.
Okay. Would you say that rescuing these children from the streets and taking them through the programs which you've spoken about is the only way to help our children?
Like now for us who are dealing with the street connected, they can say that is a way. It's not that we are taking them from the families, but because they are on the street, now they'll help us to reach out to the families. Because you cannot go to every house, each and every house, but through them, now they help us to know their families and also the environment.
Okay.
Yeah, because the neighborhood, through that child, like normally when we are doing like, especially the home tracing, you see, so and so have come. You see people around, they are running, want to see how the boy, where were you? You see such. But the other, sometimes you find,
there's a lot of rejection.
Yeah, there's a why. So it's like this boy maybe have been taking things from us. So you see that now they are bringing them again, that boy again. So you see now that maybe they were sleeping because now this boy have been taking things from them and now he has not been there. So you see it's like they were somehow at peace. But now if they see him again, no. But now we work on that. You see, from that rejection, it's like what has made people, the way they feel, you can just read the feelings.
Okay.
Yeah, so from there now you can work on that. Why is it that now these people are behaving this way?
Okay.
And also, why is it that people are very happy to see this boy, to want to hear from where has he been? So you see also why. You see, he has been good, but because now of school fees and because of this, now that is the reason why the child went back home, went to the streets. Yes. And now, you see the way people have come. We normally make fun. It's like you are the council of the area. So you see now, I use, but if I could have just gotten money for school fees. So you see from there, what about the parent? If the parents are ready and the child is ready to go to school, automatically I can't come with the boys back to the center.
Yes.
So it's us to go to the school. We look, we talk with the parent or with the teacher. Then from there we look for the money. Then the child continues schooling at home.
Okay.
Yeah, because you see he is already okay. The environment is welcoming.
Yes.
And then we continue now visiting the family and checking on how the boy is faring.
Yes.
Yeah, but this one, if it's like there is a rejection, now we come and work on this. Why is it that they are rejecting? Is it a way that maybe we can, if it's a family issue, is it that the family now can move from this area to another area? You see, sometimes it can be something for the family, and of which we have also encouraged some families, instead of maybe being in this in within town, like mostly in slum areas. Do you have a rural area? Why can't you go to the rural area? Maybe I don't have means to reach there, or I don't have. So we work on that so that they can be settled somewhere where they will be comfortable.
That is good. Before we finish, I would want to know how your relationship is. Of course, you've mentioned a bit about it. What is your relationship with the government, either as a Christian mission, as a rescue center? What is the relationship? Can you say you have challenges when you present some of your cases to the government, or they're supportive?
For us, we work with the street. We have a government body called Street Family Rehabilitation Trust Fund, whereby at least they support us with the funds, whereby we run the rescuing, rehabilitation, then reintegrating, and also empowering the parents and also the children back to the families. Yeah, and also as I mentioned, we have, I can say, a kind of good relationship because we work with the children officers. We work also with the police officers. Sometimes you find the referral cases from the police. So you see, we have that.
Oh yes. Once the police refers you, it means you're doing a good job. The children officers, do they also have to give a report about the center? Yes,
like now, taking the children from CBD, that is the children from the study office here. They have, it's like now they have given us a mandate also to take children from the area. Also now, if it's like we are staying with the children in Madaraka, we are under Langata Sub-County Children Office. If it's like monthly reports, we have to also report to them. If we have functions, they have to come and attend. Now, when we have transferred the children in the main center, it's under Njiru Sub-County. So also that time when we are integrating children back to the families, also they need to be there also to witness, yes, these are the children that have been within my location, and now they are going to different places in their families. So that relationship goes round.
That's a lot of paperwork. It's a lot of many conversations during a very short period of time, 2 years.
Yeah, and also within the 2 years, the child should be committed in the home. So you see, we have the magistrates also there. So it's the children officer to write you something so that at least when you present the case of the child, you are going to be given the committee of order for the child to be committed in the institution. So we have that support.
Wow. It means you people are doing a good job. I will personally thank you for the efforts and the work that you have done. In the program, I can tell who the unsung hero is. The Kwetu Home of Peace. I could say it has been the hero for these kids for all these years. Do you know, if you people did not exist, maybe we would not be talking about South B the way we do, because the street families are also increasing by the day.
Sure.
And if Kwetu Home of Peace can help 5 people and another institution can help another 5, 2, 3, I don't think we will have the same problem. So thank you for your work. Thank you for your good work. We will we will see what we can do as a partnership to know how best we can run some of these programs. I know it's not easy. That's why we brought this program for our viewers. They also will advise us, but it has been a good moment. Thank you so much. Pass our regards when you go back there. Tell them Smile Foundation, wamefurahia sana. We will send another invitation. You will come.
I will.
Asante sana, Sister Jen.
Yeah, so also,
yes.
On my side, I just want also to say thank you very much, the
Yes.
Smile Foundation, for
Yes.
giving me this opportunity
Yes.
to share of what we normally do at Kwetu Home of Peace.
Yes.
Yeah, so thank you very much. For us, Kwetu Home of Peace, we normally say it's not only Kwetu Home of Peace, but it's a combination of different people who comes together so that we help these boys. Because we have those who bring in the in-kind, we have those who brings in finances, or
Yes.
some just pay directly to the schools.
Yes.
And also we have those who come volunteer by themselves, at
Yes.
least their ability to share with the children, and that is how we work together.
Oh.
And also, as you have given me this opportunity to share about it, as in, many people are listening, many
Yes.
people will be in touch to want to see where Kwetu is. For us, Kwetu, the gate is there. You'll find the gate man there, but it is open. 8 to 5, we are open, and we feel good when we have friends to visit. Yeah, because with the different people reaching out to the children, also children feels on the street sometimes I don't want to see these boys like he's coming to steal from me. I don't know doing what. But you see, when people comes there, they feel people. People feel good when they see us somewhere. Yes. So you see, we are changing life in different ways.
True.
So we thank you very much, and you are most welcome all to Kwetu Home of Peace.
Thank you. So you have any social media page or something? Facebook?
We have Facebook.
Or a website?
We have a website. Yeah.
What's the name of the website for our viewers?
Kwetu Home of Peace.org.
.org.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Our viewers, you have heard for yourself. Visit our social media handles at, all of them: Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp. Smile Foundation Kenya is us. Let's meet on the next episode. Thank you so much.
It's on the outside.